Do you know guys that if you will buy a computer, a phone or laptop this new year, then on the next new year you can buy another device which will have 2 times the power of your device. Isn't it fascinating? And today we'll be going to discuss how future computers will look like. So hey, what's up guys, my name is Prem and you are watching our Tech Premi YouTube channel where we keep on creating daily awesome content for you only. So if you haven't subscribed yet, then please do it. So let's begin.
Are you ready?
So before looking into the future, first we'll have to examine the past. So the whole story starts in 1960s when vacuum tubes were replaced by transistors, and Gordon Moore, the co-founder of Intel, proposed a law in which he said that every 2 years computer performance will become double and the price will become half, or you can say that computer power will become double every year at the same price. And after that, in 1980s, buying a personal computer became possible due to improvement and shrinking of transistors, which is used in making processors. And in 1990s, internet connected all the computers together, due to which we were able to access any information in seconds. And after the year 2000, chips or computers started scattering in the environment. For example, cameras become digital cameras, watches become digital watches, telephones become cell phones, and many more. And it is still going on. Now this was the past, but before talking about the future, I want to tell you that all the things that I will tell you in the video are just estimations and predictions. The time that I will specify to each one can vary because no one knows the future, right? So let's start. Now I have divided future in 3 parts. The first one is near future, the time from today to next 10 to 15 years. The second one is mid-century, which is the time of about 40 years from now. And the last one is far future, which is the time of about 80 to 100 years from now. That means we will cover the whole century in this video. So let's start with the near future. Now, most of the things that I'm gonna tell you are more accurate than the mid and far future because it is near and easier to predict. So first thing first, that Moore's law will end. Yeah, because it is becoming more and more difficult every year to double the performance at the same price, because we achieve greater performance mainly by shrinking the transistor size. And since we are about to reach the limit of shrinking transistor size in few years, therefore we have to find a new method or technique to increase the performance in the future. And after replacing silicon with any other thing like carbon nanotubes or graphene, or by adding quantum computers in our personal computers, the performance will still grow exponentially, but the doubling time will not be 2 years but many years. Okay, and the next big thing that will happen in the near future, and it is also happening today, is merging of computers in our daily life. Since PC are becoming more cheaper and smaller, it is becoming more easier to fit them everywhere. And IoT, or Internet of Things, which uses internet and chips to connect most of the things around us to use them remotely, is having the most advantage from this. And we are also making more lighter but high performance devices like phones, laptops, watches, TVs, etc. and more in the future, like electronic paper or digital wallpaper. And next thing that computer can do is driving vehicles, and it is doing even today also, because companies like Tesla has already launched self-driving cars, but they are not totally successful in countries like India, where most of the small routes are messed up and traffic is huge. But we are improving robots and AI every day to do these things more precisely. But when you talk about drones, planes, rockets, then we can use computer to fly them easily, because there is nothing to worry about in the sky. And companies like SpaceX is already doing this by launching their reusable rockets in space without any pilot. And since computers' performance is increasing exponentially, it is becoming more easier to include virtual and augmented reality in our daily lives. And VR is already in the market since 4 years, when Sony launched his PlayStation VR in 2016. VR means replacing the real world with a virtual one, and it is easier to create by just wearing a headset. But in augmented reality, we have to display virtual things in real life, so we have to consider both the worlds while creating a device for it. And the good thing is that Apple has already shown the teaser of it, Apple Glasses, in which you can do simple things like reading books, emails, messages, or watching photos or movies. And the advanced version of it will be able to interact with the surrounding, like playing games with these internet Apple Glasses. Or we can even make screens everywhere, or in the future we can even see contact lenses. Now I have figured out an amazing con for education system, but an advantage for students, that is you can do cheating in exam by searching internet through these lenses or glasses. Now let's move on to the mid-century. In the future, most of the things that I'm I'm gonna tell you are not in market today but will be in the mid-century. And let me remind you again that these are just estimations and predictions, so they can come earlier or later than the time specified. Okay, and it will be less accurate than our near future because it is far than the near future and therefore difficult to predict. Now 40 to 50 years is enough for a computer to become perfect in doing simple tasks. Like, what I mean is all simple jobs like nursing, drivers, accountants will be taken by computers, and also enough time for making translators which can convert one language to the other in real time. This can be achieved by using cameras and computers to read lips and translate it to the other language and show it either on your digital glasses, or we can hear the computer sound in our ears. And in the mid-century we can even see 3D videos and photos and even holograms also. Traditional ways of viewing 3D videos was to wear red and blue colored glasses so that our eyes see two different images and combine them to make a 3D image, but it was not fully colored. We can only see movie in blue and red color. But modern way include polarizing goggles which allow you to watch the full movie in full colors. And the advanced version of 3D is hologram, which uses reflective and refractive properties of glasses to create a real 3D image which you can watch without any glasses or goggles, but you can't touch it. And now finally I'm gonna tell you the future of computers in the beginning of 22nd century, which is the most difficult to predict, because when we analyze even the last decade, no one had thought of so much achievement in the tech world, like driverless cars and reusable rockets which can land without having pilot, and access to internet in every corner of the world. Isn't it feel like future is already here? Oh, by the way, if you haven't watched our video on Starlink and 5G, then link is in the description. Let's come back to our video. So if we can't predict one decade, then how we can do this with the whole century? But still we have one thing to talk about, that is Neuralink, or you can say that chip in our brain. So Elon Musk, who is the Iron Man for me, and if you also think Elon as an Iron Man for this century, then comment your thoughts down below. As you know through many sci-fi movies that if AI or robots grow too much, then they can take over the world, and Elon Musk is trying to make humans more faster in thinking and doing any work by fitting chips in our brains so that humans could catch up with the robots or AI. Elon said that humans are too slow in doing any work and AI is growing exponentially, so we have to find a way to keep up with them, otherwise we will be like chimpanzees in the front of humans. And he will do this by Neuralink, so that our bandwidth increases, because instead of using hand to control devices, we can directly do it with our brain, and it is not a piece of cake to implant chips in the brains of most humans on the earth. So I think it will take around 50 to 60 years to make it possible for everyone, and then some more decades to improve the technology and make it affordable for everyone, and then you can play games without touching the computer. So thank you guys, that's it for today. I hope you gotten some feel of the future, and for more videos like this please visit our channel, and for latest notification make sure to subscribe our channel and press the bell icon also. And if you want more videos like this, then comment down on which topic do you want a video, and like this video if you find it informative. So thank you for watching till the end. Goodbye.